No one loves crocodiles more than the famous Irwins, except perhaps 61-year-old Vicky Lowing. She's got 3 living in the family home and now she's fighting to keep them.
It's dinner time at the Lowing household. And Vicky is painstakingly preparing a meal for her prized pets.
This is vitamin B1 or thiamine.
But this is no ordinary suburban home.
Dinner, Johnny! Dinner time!
And Johnny is no ordinary pet.
Come on. Yeah, you got to come out.
Johnny is a 5-foot freshwater crocodile. He and his croc roommate Fabian have lived at the Melbourne property for more than 3 decades between them.
What about you, Phobe? Did you want another piece? Another piece? Yeah, come on. Over this way. Good boy.
And they're not the only reptile residents at this house.
Past the barbecue, past the hills hoist.
And this is it.
The crocodile.
Yep.
Wow. How big is she?
About 8, 9 feet.
Out the back, we find Jilly, the saltwater crocodile, who's also a regular visitor at the dinner table.
Oh, whoa. Well, you weren't such a guts.
It's clear Vicky loves her pets, but now she could lose all of them if the Victorian government has its way.
And these crocodiles, they're my family. I would have no reason for living, to be honest.
And you can bet Vicky's not giving up without a fight.
Show me your teeth.
Vicky's passion for crocs began when she was just 4 years old. Affectionately known as the Croc Woman, Vicky has learnt to love the fearsome creatures.
I've been called crazy all my life, but that's all right. People are beginning to accept, people that have crocodiles a little bit more now.
The 61-year-old has spent years training up her crocs. Jilly, for example, answers to her own name and plays in the backyard like any other pet, while Johnny has been known to sleep in Vicky's bed and even take a stroll with her down the street.
I put a harness on her and, taught her with the lead, and then she'd just sit and then she'd just walk off to wherever I wanted her to go, like it was all right then.
And while the trio do seem relatively well trained, it's still hard to get past those teeth.
Just me, or does Johnny look like she's ready to...
Yeah, she does look like she's ready to pounce. She's staring at you, isn't she?
Yeah. You're not scared of them, though?
No. No. If I had bare legs, I'm not sure.
Show me your teeth.
But Vicky says it's all about knowing how to handle them. She regularly visits schools to educate students about the softer side of the species.
And they're a terrific pet. They're wildlife, so you've got to respect that.
But it seems Victoria's Department of Environment, Land, Water and Planning disagrees. It says the crocs have got to go.
When my licence came for renewal last year, they refused to renew it.
The department is concerned Vicky's enclosures aren't up to scratch and that the crocs are a public safety risk. Vicky says she's made all the improvements they've asked of her, but after half a dozen inspections, the department isn't satisfied.
No, they seem to find another reason to come back with. It's a croc. That's it.
Vicky has already agreed to give Jilly up. She's heading to a new home in the Northern Territory where she'll be looked after by none other than croc expert Matt Wright.
Hopefully she feels right at home. There's a bit of water and a nice little patch of lawn for her to lay on.
Matt has been working with crocs all his life. He's seen pictures of Vicky's freshwater crocs and their enclosures and thinks she should be allowed to keep them.
These little freshwater crocodiles, they're bred in captivity. A lot of people have them as pets in captivity. In the case with Vicky, she's had these guys for 30 years and they seem healthy and happy and get fed well. So there's no reason why she can't hang on to them.
Vicky is now taking her fight to the Victorian Civil and Administrative Tribunal. She says she's prepared to go all the way to the Supreme Court if she has to.
It's my life. I won't know what to do. I mean, if they take my animals, they may have put a gun to my head.
And just as Vicky says she'll struggle to survive if she's separated from her crocs, she thinks her crocs will struggle too.
I don't know why this has happened, why they're targeting me, but please don't take them. You need something. Good girl. Good girl. Turtle's going to get it.
Vicky's next VCAT hearing is in May.